anybody.
It's just entertainment purpose.
It's
It's entertainment purpose.
It's
not in
in the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, that's right. You see it. I had to put a list together because I want to break down this clip that Marceau and Letitia did because it was very baffling to me. I'm tired of seeing the two of them sit down and discuss other people's marital business, but anytime somebody wants to discuss the marital business that they display and show on our TV screen every Saturday, and the way that Marceau embarrasses her every Saturday, every week, faithfully, religiously, it's just crazy to me how we can never have an open, honest conversation about the bullshit that they're displaying on our television screen, but they always got to open up their mouth and talk about everything else and everyone else but the stuff that we actually want to know. So let's get into it, y'all. Yes, I took the liberty of making a list of things that Letitia and Marceau could have talked about while they were in the presence of each other in their ugly ass home, but they didn't. They took this opportunity to talk about Marital and Tiffany, and I don't understand why, seeing as though Letitia also took the time to talk about Marital and Sheree around Lamh, and also the last few seasons she's been talking about everything except the shit we want to motherfucking know. And I'm sorry for cursing, but Carlos, this is why the ratings are not doing the numbers that you want them to do, because you are literally about to showcase us something that we have already debunked on YouTube. We have literally already talked about this on YouTube. So you mean to tell me, since the time that we showcased that they were full of shit with this Scott Manor and all of this shit, they still haven't built anything on that plot of land where Letitia had wore that pink dress? Are you for real? Are you serious? And now that I know that they had filmed them taking that picture, it tells me everything that I need to know. Everything that the Scotts do is for the show. It's for TV. They not business people. They ain't got no money. They don't know what they doing. Letitia literally sat on live and told a woman that if she wanted to know the ingredients in her daughter's raggedy ass hair care line, that she had to buy it because it was cheap and she can afford it. Mind you, the shipping policy states that there's no return. Do y'all remember this scene where Letitia was asking Marceau about the back picture that Miss Wanda brought to national television and everyone's attention? Yeah, Letitia, yo mama brought this to everyone's attention, not Mill. Mill ain't try to do this. And we still didn't even get a clear answer. The way that Marceau sat down and was very clear and thorough with his explanation of Tiffany and Marital's situation is very evident that he be playing with Letitia in her raggedy ass face with that hump. This entire scene, they talked about Tiffany not being so bright or not having it all the way together. But let's ask ourselves, what is it that they have together? And are they really that bright? Because they got a $5 million lawsuit from Zen Garden. They got a $250,000 lawsuit from an equipment place. So this is the reason why they can't build on Scott Manor, because they have a $61,000 lien for drilling. So they didn't even pay the people for drilling and busting down all that rock. I don't know how you expect to build on a house that don't even, you got to pay the $61,000 off. So Carlos, you allowed these people to get on national television and lie, even though we already know they got all these lawsuits and liens out, which is why they haven't finished building Scott Manor. On top of that, you got these people on here lying, saying that they moving out of a home that they allegedly own to move into an apartment so they can renovate the home that they allegedly own, even though they're building a home on Scott Manor. Do you think we stupid or dumb? Y'all, it's so many things that Letitia and Marceau could have talked about in these 4 to 5 episodes, but we still have nothing. They've only ever sat down and talked about everybody else's business. Everything that we know about these people, they have not spoken on. And if they have spoken on it, it's been a lie. Like when Letitia tried to invite her raggedy ass cousin to come on talking about, oh, I need a realtor. Girl, please, that was for a storyline. Mind you, you don't even know how to spell realty. You spell realty like reality. You say Scott reality, which is weird. There's just so many things that we can talk about or they could have talked about. What about the middays work surprise? What about the Africa trip? Who did he go with, and why didn't he go with his family? His family had never been to Africa together. But so you mean to tell me a man that has never been to Africa would go by himself and not take his family? Please, we still haven't gotten any type of conversation about that. Like, we want to know, are your children in speech therapy, seeing as though Miss Wanda revealed that you picked up your speech issue from her, and it seems like your kids also have picked up a speech issue as well. So are they in speech therapy? What are the kids doing? Are your children taking honors classes? What kind of programs are they in? I mean, we can talk about how many sales that you made on the first week of you having the kids line. What about the Marital and Letitia Scott Foundation that y'all have been doing annually? How do you feel about that? Are we going to even mention that? What about you copying Canvas Beauty shipping policy? Because imagine your husband coming home to gossip to you about another woman that's doing better than you, that have better marital results than you. Like, your husband literally said that Tiffany is not as bright. She is not wrapped too tight. Whole time you copying people's shipping policy and don't even have enough sense to proofread. And then on top of that, you posting Scott Reality. But I thought your business name was Scott Realty. On top of that, we still haven't really come to an understanding on what actually happened with this picture with your husband in a club with another woman. Because as you guys can see, there's a booty right in between his arm. His arm is resting in between a booty with peach clothing. It literally looks like a peach is in between him and Marital. Did we ever really get any type of resolve or understanding as far as this picture goes? Because you swore us up and down that your husband had never cheated on you. You had never dealt with any infidelity, but in the same breath turned around and said that a woman had texted him an ass pic. He hearted it and responded mid-day's work. Surprise, girl. Come on, love. Okay, y'all, that's really all I have to say about these two. They are really utterly disturbing. So I took it upon myself to where every time they have a scene to where they're talking about anybody else other than their business, I'm going to post their business on the clip in which they're talking about. So anytime they're talking about anybody else's business, we're going to post them lawsuits. We're going to post this spelling issue that Letitia have. We're going to post all of the booty pictures that Marital have with other women. Matter of fact, since y'all likes my man's opinion so much, I want to ask him about this ass pic. Babe, what you think about this? First of all, what you think about that?
That is a booty cheek. A set of booty cheeks that are in between Marital and whoever he's directly next to.
How do you get yourself in a situation like that as a married man?
Like you're entertaining other women. That's what it look like to me.
Now, how would I feel if I saw you with a picture like that? I want you to be honest. I don't care what the people feel.
You would knock my fucking block off.
And then I'm leaving his ass because we not fucking around like that. Do you feel like that's an appropriate response?
No. It's not an appropriate response in any way, shape, or form.
I'm talking about me knocking your head off.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I put myself in that predicament, so
Violence is not the answer. The point he trying to make is, don't put yourself in situations that's going to cause your wife to react a way that you wouldn't want her to react. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Don't make your bed to be one that's going to be comfortable for you.
Basically, don't make a bed that your ass don't want to lay in. But that's all I got for y'all. I'm gonna let y'all watch this clip of Letitia getting embarrassed by her man because, girl, why is your man even coming to gossip to you about another woman when he got the reputation that he has? Moving on. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of this. Also, I want to know all y'all questions that y'all feel like Marital and Letitia could have been asking each other while they were in the house talking about somebody else's business. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload. And you can be up to date with all of the latest Love and Marriage Huntsville drama.
Hey, baby girl.
Hey, babe.
Hey, girl. There's a lot going on with the Scotts.
We're moving. Just so ready. Ready to start seeing some stuff go up.
We got a long way to run.
Are you really thinking 2024?
Hey, I'm hoping at this point right now, I'm not going to put a timeline on the dream. I don't think that we knew how big it was what we were doing when we first started.
Marital and I realized that it's going to be another 2 to 3 years before we're able to move into my dream home.
We're moving out to an apartment, and then we're going to fix up the house and move back. Just a little movement.
A lot of movement.
My movie is good for the soul.
The sacrifices that I'm making over and over and over and over and over and over again.
That's the hurting and sacrifice. Oh my God. I had an exhilarating day. Babe, y'all didn't tell me about Tiffany.
What do you mean we didn't
Listen,
tell you?
I thought that she was sharp. I thought that she was witty. She might not have it all.
What do you mean?
Like, she might not have most of it.
Are you talking about like sense?
So
What happened?
I'm helping Marital with studying for the test. I told you about that, right? So in walks Tiffany. She comes to talk to him about Selma. And Marital gets to talking to her, and Marital was upset. He's like, Sheree told me what you said. So apparently at Martel's upscale event, Tiffany saw Sheree and put her to the side. T, the words I'm about to say are the words I got. So as unbelievable as it sounds, this is exactly what Tiffany said happened.
Okay.
She just went up to her and said, hey, can I talk to you for a second? She's like, cool. She's like, well, how does it feel to date a cheater?
She don't know her. This is her first time meeting her, and she just says, how's it feel to date a cheater?
The audacity. Like, the word cheater shouldn't come out of some people's mouths.
Especially not if you cheated before. She shared her first husband.
Yeah. So she's like, well, how does it feel to date a cheater? I'm like, well, why did you ask him that? What were you gonna do with the knowledge? Are you thinking, I mean, you're married. Are you thinking about dating a cheater?
But do you think she did it
I
because
think she's trying to date a cheater.
Tiffany is doing a whole lot right now. Tiffany surely knows how to overstep her boundaries, especially with people she's just meeting.
Yeah, she's Tiffany's a habitual line stepper.
Yeah.
It's just entertainment purpose. It's not. It's entertainment purpose. It's not.
In the case of anybody.
This is just entertainment purpose. It's not.